What's up, Pleekers, and welcome back to the Pleeka Podcast. I'm Jerome,
And I'm Nick.
and we're switching things up a little bit here on the Pleeka Podcast. Since lately we've been doing recap videos for shows, we decided we're not going to dedicate the podcast to shows. Like, obviously, we'll most likely talk about Saul and Leftovers and Flash and all that shit on here because that'll just come up because
Right.
that's what we do during the week is watch those. But so we're going to do recap videos for those. We haven't been doing them on Saul, but we'll probably start. By the time this podcast is up, we probably already put up a Saul recap.
You think so?
Well, maybe. I mean, it is on tonight, so
Just for Nacho or what?
hopefully. Maybe we could eat nachos while we recap Nacho.
I would love to eat nachos.
Where was I? Oh yes.
I was like, you're in your room.
Shut up. So yeah, we're doing recaps of the shows now. So the Pleeka podcast, it's kind of just be more of a podcast now. We'll talk about whatever, but then we'll also have a main purpose in the back. Like today, since Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 comes out this week, we're going to run down all the Marvel movies, and then we'll also bring up some Marvel movies that almost happened or could have happened or whatever down the line as we go through the movies. But so to start off this week, we're going to go through what we did this week. So what did you do? What did you do this week, Nicholas?
Nicholas. I don't like it when you call me that.
What if I call you Jolly Old Saint Nick? With the Jolly Old Saint Dick.
No one's buying that.
I'm not selling it, homie.
I don't know. I wasn't up to too much this week. I'm reading a book that I think you'd find interesting.
Is it a comic?
No, it's called The Cubs Way, The Zen of Building the Best Team in Baseball.
Oh, it's about the Cubs then.
Yeah.
I would not find that interesting.
No?
No, not at all.
That's funny. Do you even know where the Cubs are from?
Chicago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I find it interesting, but I've been reading that.
But has anything that you didn't know come up, or have you known basically everything?
No, a lot, because it goes into depth of how they're building their team
Mhm.
and stuff, how their philosophies and how why they pick certain players to do certain things and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting, because the Cubs hadn't won the World Series since 1908.
Yeah.
Well, the guy that's in charge of them, like the president of baseball, he was with the Red Sox, and he got them to win the World Series, and they hadn't won one since 1918.
Mm-hmm.
So he won two, and he's just like a stud in Boston. So the only place he could really go after Boston was the Cubs, and so it's just about him building it. And
I just want to warn you, while you were talking, my bunny broke out of her little den back there.
for fuck's sake,
So there might be there's gonna be a bunny running around
if
here.
that
while we do the podcast.
motherfucker bites me, you're gonna hear.
She's not gonna.
you're gonna hear a bunny death.
If
on the
anything, she'll just lick your leg.
oh, that's even worse.
Why is that worse?
I
That's
don't
like
want
that's
bunny
like,
tongue on me.
that's like she's like, hey baby, I like you. It's
Your
like a
bunny,
nice thing.
Your bunny, it's icing.
Said it's a nice thing.
Oh,
She does that to me sometimes. She'll jump up on my legs and give me little licks.
I don't want to know that.
It's like a nice thing buddies do.
Like your third leg?
Shut up. All right, so is that all you did this week was read a book? You didn't do much else?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
You went on a
much.
few hikes and went to the gym, but nothing really?
Yeah, nothing that anyone wants to hear about.
So last week I edited an Arrow kill count, and we uploaded. That was pretty
Season
fun.
1, right?
Yeah, only season 1. I was going to do the entire series, and I was going to finish it and put it up by the time the whole show was over. But that would be like a 30-minute video.
I got one question for you.
What?
Doesn't he stop killing in season 2?
Yeah, see, that would help. There's a lot of episodes where he stopped killing. He'd shoot them in the leg. I'm like, well, that doesn't count as a kill. So they would go through.
Yeah.
I'd go through like that. But eventually, at least I know now in the show he's killing again. They just don't give a fuck.
Well, thanks.
But
I'm watching that, and that completely wrecks stuff for me.
there's some points in the show he still kills. I think the villain every time he probably kills. There's only occasional villain where he's like, oh, you gotta go in jail.
Really?
Yeah.
He doesn't arrest him?
No, he puts him up in Argus.
Oh.
But so then, while I uploaded that one, I got the idea. Oh, I should do a reverse flash kill count because I can kind of have fun with that. And I had a whole different beginning for that to start out with. It was the '90s Flash, and it was what's his name? What's Mark Hamill's Trickster?
Oh, I was like, what's Mark Hamill's name?
The Trickster had the Flash tied down, and he was making him watch TV and all this shit. And when I cut to the TV, he was watching my video, and it cut back and forth. And I started to not like that, especially because I couldn't do so many reactions to that, because I like to cut and have it people are watching the video.
Right.
So then I got the idea of, which I'm saying this now because the video will be out by the time this podcast is out.
Oh, okay.
It's all in the time vault. Everybody that's been, so it starts out with Eobard Thawne / Harrison Wells going in there in his wheelchair, and he gets up, hits the little button, but instead of the newspaper that comes up, it's the picture I made for the reverse flash kill count, and then like when they turn around, he's watching the kill count and stuff like that. But I learned some new editing tricks when I was doing that. Like I could turn the actual screen and make it faded away, so like it actually looks like it's being projected up at them and stuff like that.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
that
I had to
was
flip the image. But so it ended up being that the reverse flash kills, spoilers if you want to know the number early, 37 people.
37.
So then I made the joke from Clerks at the end, so like yeah, it was a fun video to edit. But so that should be out by the time this podcast is out. So I'll link that down below if you guys are interested in that. But then so because that took me a while. That was like 2-3 days to edit that whole thing.
Yeah, you got pretty obsessed there for a couple days.
Yeah.
Just come in your room and, hey, can I show you something? I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm trying to
I
eat.
got a little annoyed because I was like, get these ideas, and I'm like, oh, but now I have to act on it. Then I gotta sit there and capture and
fucking story
edit
of your
and all this
life.
stuff. It's annoying. So then I read a couple comics. I actually started. I think I did this 2 weeks ago. We haven't done a podcast in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Since we played that Telltale game, I bought a Guardians of the Galaxy comic and I bought a Star-Lord comic, which I really enjoyed. They're the new ones that are going on at Marvel right now. I've been reading Flash the Button, which has been really good. It ended up bringing them back to Flashpoint, which will be interesting.
Not to be a complete smartass, but what's the last one you read that you didn't like?
There was one.
Because you're always like, oh, it's really good.
No,
I'm like, Jesus.
Supergirl. I started reading Supergirl comic. I didn't like
that's
it.
funny.
Although there was an annual Batgirl comic with her and Supergirl, and I liked that one with them together.
You just have the hots for
But
Batgirl.
the Supergirl by herself comic or standalone comic, I did not
Is it
like.
because her sister's in it?
No, her sister's not even a person in the comic. I don't believe.
I was
as
kidding.
far as I got, I only read the first issue. And I started reading. There's 2 constant comics that are out or like going on right now. 2 stories.
Mm-hmm.
One of them that I read I did not like, so that I didn't even bother buying the other one.
Oh.
So
Okay.
there's the occasional comic that I don't like.
It's kind of like movies. You tend to like a lot of them.
Yeah, but then there's the one that I don't like, and then I really don't like it.
Yeah. All right.
But so then I bought a Spider-Man comic this week, which is not even really Spider-Man. It's the Scarlet Spider, which you don't know. That's the clone Spider-Man. There's this whole story, which I bought all the books. I haven't finished that storyline, which now I'm reading spoilers because I'm reading the new one's going on now. But I want to read the new one. I don't want to get behind.
Right.
So he was dead. I'm doing air quotes here, and he's back now, and he has a whole new costume. What's really cool is he like hallucinates his old costume there, which is kind of like a good him in a way. And he also hallucinates like this villain version of him and like all this stuff. But he's kind of crazy. But he's like forcing his life to be like Peter Parker's life. Like he found this old lady and he's like, "Oh, you're my Aunt May," and like her name's not really Aunt May, and like all this stuff's going on. But he reminds me of like a Deadpool Spider-Man, which is really cool. Because like Spider-Man's already kind of like that, but this guy's like,
is that always
this
how
guy's
the
a
Scarlet Spider is?
As far as I've gotten, no, but I don't know. I haven't read that much of him.
Oh, I was just curious.
And then I started reading the Injustice 2 comics because those are all coming out. And those have been really cool.
You're reading those because the game's coming out?
Yeah. And at the end of the last one I read of that, there's like Harley Quinn, you know, I told you she was working with Batman. She's basically Batman's Robin now.
Which is fucking weird.
Yeah. So she gets kidnapped by Argus, which Suicide Squad, all them. And like she's talking to Amanda Waller. She's telling Amanda Waller that's the stupidest thing you could have done. I'm Batman's Robin now. So then Batman comes in. I think he kills Amanda Waller. I'm not positive. But he kills a bunch of people and takes the Suicide Squad people. But the people that he doesn't want on the team, he just hits the button and blows their heads up with the chip.
Jesus.
And this one guy's like, "Oh, am I valuable?" And Batman goes, "No, your head should have blown up, but the button just didn't work, so I guess you're lucky."
Really?
And so then they all leave. But then like it keeps being weird.
So
Cause,
he didn't make the same thing that Arrow did with not killing people?
Yeah. But it's weird because this Batman, he had like red eyes. He was a little different. And then I think the original Batman from Injustice, like the normal one, is fighting him. And then the one with the red eyes takes his mask off and says, "I'm the new Batman, all shit fighting," and then it ends. So I don't know who this other Batman guy is. I don't know if because there is Injustice comics going on prior to this that I haven't read all of, so I don't know if he was there. Because I know in the game there's another Earth Batman that helps them, so maybe it's that one. I don't know. But it's been pretty interesting. So that's basically all the comics I read this week.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I read a lot. So let me just say, so last week I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 comics last week. Usually it's a little bit more than that. I've
Really?
like on here I'm looking. I've bought 230 books since I started this.
Wow.
Which some of those are not just like a single issue. Some of those are like actual books. Hold on, I'm gonna pause the podcast right here real quick. I'm gonna put my bunny away.
I don't want to know about your bunny sex.
But not bunny sex.
She said she was rubbing your leg.
I didn't say she was like jerking my dick off or something.
No, you didn't have to. It was implied.
I'm gonna imply something in your mouth.
Okay, bunny sex.
All right. So you want to get into the news here, Nikki Wiki?
Sure.
I don't know if I mentioned this, but we are gonna talk about news in the Pleeka podcast also.
On the Pleeka podcast?
On the Pleeka podcast. So actually, the first thing I should say is news is Hess might not be on the Pleeka podcast anymore unless it's audio only.
Yeah.
Because he got a promotion and he was real far away now. What did you say it was like 2 hours away?
Well, it was 53 miles. He sent me he must have map quested it or something. Does anyone do map quests anymore?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
He probably did the Google Maps or
yeah,
Siri Maps or whatever
it
it's called.
Came out map quest. He's like, oh, I meant to send you this. It's 53 miles. I was like, yeah, fuck that. I ain't driving 53 miles.
Plus, yeah, so like with last week on, I think it was last week on Hookwa, first we had him send in a video, which is pretty neat. So like when we do a podcast that he's gonna be part of, if he's watching the show, he can call us on Skype or call us on the phone. We'll just plug it in the audio and
yeah, sure,
we do that. But most likely he won't be on it a lot of the time.
Right.
But I figured we should let people know. So first thing I got here on the news is Robert Zemeckis is rumored to be in talks of directing the Flash movie.
That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool. I kind of doubt it'll happen. A lot of people are like,
I already don't like Flash.
the movie.
Yeah.
I want to like him a lot.
Yeah.
But that's just because I love Flash, like the character.
I already don't like it because I like Grant Gustin.
Yeah, I like. See that's the one of the dumbest things that they could have done with the DC movies.
It's pretty
is
par for the course.
Not make them connected to the TV shows.
But I mean, yeah. Well, the guy.
Because just think like everybody is already hating on the DC movies, and they already were going to anyways.
Right.
But so many people love the TV shows. Like some people
Yeah.
watch the TV shows that aren't even into comics.
It seems like a fucking no-brainer.
Yeah, because like you could bring Supergirl on there, you could bring Arrow on there also, because they already said, we're never gonna cast Arrow in the movies because of Stephen Amell. But we'll recast Grant Gustin, which, to be honest, Grant Gustin is probably more liked. Like Flash is more liked than Arrow, from like the average viewer, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's really likable.
So like I just don't know why they wouldn't have ever
until it turns out he's Savitar, and then he won't be likable anymore.
Oh, I fucking hope not. I will be so disappointed if he's Savitar.
I don't think he is.
I mean, I feel like I feel like no matter what, I'm gonna end up being disappointed because it's been so long, and it's like
I honestly don't know what to think, but I don't want it to be him.
Yeah,
because I honestly, unless he does an amazing job, I can't see him pulling it off.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So,
but
who's the dude that plays Flash? You like him,
Ezra Miller.
Yeah,
which I haven't seen him in much, but the stuff I've seen him in, he's been pretty good. I like him.
I saw him in Trainwreck.
I can see him be a bit much for some people.
He was a bit much in Trainwreck, but then he turned out to be funny as hell.
Yeah, I don't. I really.
I could see him kind of being a goofy.
I hope they do Miller like it, especially like, if it seems like they're gonna do the story of the show, except not have it be Harrison Wells and those things that they made up for the show for the movie. At least that was their first draft. Because remember they did that little thing on CW with Kevin Smith and Geoff Johns.
Yeah.
Seems like they're gonna do that story. Like where it's all about his mom dying, his dad in jail, especially because we saw his dad in jail in the trailer for Justice League and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think it would be cool if Robert Zemeckis directed it. I think it'd definitely give it more credibility.
Do you think they'll go back to 1955?
Maybe instead of like, because in the comics he uses the treadmill that he he has that in the show.
Oh yeah.
He uses that to time travel. Maybe in the movies he'll have a DeLorean.
You just run alongside of it, or
no? He'll just get into the drive. He doesn't even. He doesn't even run.
He just calls up fucking Marty.
Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome. A Back to the Future Flash crossover.
No.
I bet you there's a comic of that somewhere or something.
Oh my god, it's like your Planet of the Apes fucking one.
Oh, that's
just shut up about
I wish I could talk about that, but there hasn't been a new issue for that in a while.
Oh, that's too bad.
So I didn't have this written down, but I do want to bring it up that Geoff Johns is going to be writing a Teen Titans show with Greg Berlanti in charge of it.
And you said that's going to be on like some app that they're coming
out
with?
They're doing a streaming app for DC, which they haven't really talked much about, but they're going to be doing Teen Titans on it, and they're going to be doing Young Justice, which is their animated show that got canceled a couple years ago on Cartoon Network because it wasn't selling enough toys. But now they're bringing it back because like everybody constantly asks for. Like people thought for a while that Netflix was going to make it.
Oh really?
Because it was like one of the most viewed things on Netflix for a while.
Oh.
But so they're bringing those two shows are going to be going on there, which is probably the most two talked about shows. That like, why hasn't DC made those yet?
Right.
Which I'm super excited about. I love the Teen Titans. I watched the animated show, the original one back in the day, and then I've been reading the comics of it.
I don't know shit about Teen Titans.
I'm hoping it is connected to the Flash universe. It's rumored that they're going to put it on a separate Earth so that they don't have to worry about getting Manu Bennett for Deathstroke, because that's a big villain for them, and like worry about tying it like that. But the only problem with that is like he said he wants to use the original like main cast, which Wally West is on there, so they'd have to get a new Wally West, which is the only way it wouldn't be stupid is if they did what they're doing with DC Rebirth, and like they had this Wally West be the white Wally West, and then in Flash there's the black Wally West. But I don't know. I feel like they should learn from Supergirl and just automatically connect it, even if they don't have them talk about it all the time, just in case.
Yeah.
Connect
No, I
it.
know what you're saying.
Plus, I think it'd be awesome to have another show with like, oh, that's a show with Wally West on it now.
Yeah.
Shit like that. But he did say that Starfire, which that's the pop figure you have that's dressed up as Flash,
Yeah.
and Beast Boy are for sure going to be in the show.
Oh, really?
Because when he originally tweeted out that he's going to be writing, he put hashtag Beast Boy, which that got me excited because Beast Boy is one of my favorite characters from Teen Titans.
Right. And your favorite pop figure?
Yeah, my favorite pop figure I don't have because you fucking bought it.
That's so funny. I don't even know who he is.
I know, that's what pisses me off. If we like both liked what he was in, I'd be like, okay, well, we have it. But it annoys me more that you bought it and don't even know who he is, what he does, anything.
I just thought it was a Toys R Us exclusive. I'm like, oh, that looks kind of cool.
Fucking asshole. So moving on. I think. Oh, we have two more little bits of news. M. Night Shyamalan.
Ding dong.
No, not M. Night Shyamalan with Ding Dong. He announced that he's gonna be making this. He already announced this, but he said the name of it, the spinoff of Split and Unbreakable, is Glass.
Yeah.
And that Bruce Willis is back, Samuel L. Jackson is back, and I can't think of the dude's name from Split. You know who he is?
No, but keep talking. I'll look him up.
But so all of them are back. He even said some characters from Unbreakable are back in it that I didn't even recognize their names. But calling it Glass kind of makes it seem like it's going to be mostly about
Samuel
Jackson, which will be interesting. But it seems cool. It seems like everybody is super excited to make it.
James McAvoy.
James McAvoy, yeah.
I could picture as Deadpool going, McAvoy or
yeah. But it seems like everybody's pretty interested in making it. Like they're excited to do it, and that he said it'll come out in 2018, I believe.
Does that mean I have to see Split?
No, because I showed you that end scene, and that's really the only important part.
You know what's funny is I saw a tweet like a couple days before this was announced from Aaron Paul saying that James McAvoy
Oh, I saw that too. Yeah.
should be nominated for an Oscar for that role, and I just remember you guys saying how good he was when he came home.
It was like the end of the movie. There's a conversation that he's talking to himself in the mirror, and he probably goes from 4 or 5 different personalities, just constantly talking back and forth, like in like a 4 or 5 minute scene, just constantly switching back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Paul was impressed.
And like what's crazy is like you could tell from his voice and like how his posture is, like who he's actually being.
Oh, really?
It's like him just walking down a hall. You'll know what character he's in at that time.
That's cool.
Which it was a really neat movie. And there's also a weird part where because he plays one of his personalities is a little boy, and he brings the girl into his bedroom and all this stuff, and then turns on like this crazy music and starts dancing for her like a fucking psychopath. And it's like it's super funny, but it's also super creepy because it's a grown man doing it.
Right.
I thought that was a really good movie.
Yeah.
Bunny just broke out of prison again. I told Taylor that I wished my bunny was a boy so I could call him Michael Schofield, because she breaks out of prison so much.
I don't know what that means.
That's Captain Cole's name in Prison Break.
Oh, can't you just call her Bunny and say she escaped?
Yeah, but that's not as fun.
Wow.
What were you gonna say?
Fuck, I don't know. You started talking about Bunny. Someone's licking my feet.
Is she really?
No.
I was gonna say that's cute.
It's not cute.
That's pretty cute.
Oops, I just accidentally kicked her.
Don't kick my bunny. So last bit of news I got here is that Killer Frost's storyline may continue into season 4 of Flash. So she won't, according to this, she won't be Caitlin Snow by the end of the season. She'll still be Killer Frost. Well, which I think at that point I might as well just keep her Killer Frost forever.
Forever?
Yeah.
Forever.
But
ever?
maybe not evil. Do you think she'll be evil by the end of the season?
No.
Think she'll be fine?
I haven't bought her being evil from the beginning. I didn't even think the girl on Earth 2 was gonna be evil.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I figured at some point. Didn't she help him too or something?
I
I mean, she's still.
no, I think
evil.
she was gonna kill her, and that's why Zoom
Zoomed her.
phased through her and fucking killed her, and then
But
took normal
maybe.
Caitlyn. Isn't it a little ironic that her name's Caitlyn Snow and then she has like frosty powers?
I don't think it is ironic. I think they did that shit on purpose.
Yeah, probably. I meant to bring this up when we did What Are We Doing This Week. Mom kind of spoiled the story for you over the weekend about Mima, but I want to play you the song. So I'll tell people, and then I'll play part of the song, and then we'll continue. So we went out to lunch with my grandma, my cousin, my sister, my mom, and my cousin was driving, and she goes, "Hey, do you want to hear a song that Jackson showed me? Jackson's her brother. He was on Pleeka. I did the 2 videos of me interviewing him. He's 12 years old." And this is the song that he plays
Which
for.
I haven't heard the song, so that's good.
Yeah, this is the song that she turns on. None of us had any idea what it was. We're like, oh, Jackson showed her a song. I bet it's kind of funny. I don't know. And this is
Yeah,
it.
you never know what's gonna come out of his head.
Bitch, watch me down. I might fuck your bitch in the ass. I sneeze on your bitch, watch me down. I might fuck your bitch in the ass. I sneeze on.
So it goes on like that for fucking the rest of the song. And in the middle of it, my grandma goes, "You can fuck me in the ass all you want, but don't fucking sneeze on me. I don't need your goddamn phlegm." And we were all crying in the car laughing. Because who hears their grandmother say that?
Nobody ever. Nobody has ever heard their grandma say, "You can fuck me in the ass." But
And
you
then
can't
she just
sneeze
kept
on
talking.
me."
She's like, "Yeah, it's just gross. Like who cares about a dick inside you? But there's phlegm." And we're all like, "Okay, you should probably just stop talking."
Oh my god, you're lucky you didn't die in a car accident because you guys
We
all
were
crashed.
getting right, and we were like basically in front of her house. So thank God. But yeah, so 1, that's the kind of music that a 12-year-old boy is listening to.
And then 2.
And then 2, my grandmother doesn't mind a penis inside her butthole, but if someone sneezes on her, it's the end of the world.
I could have went my whole life without knowing that. Actually, all of it.
All right, so now I think it's the time when we're gonna get inside the Marvel movies, as I was gonna say. So we're gonna go in order of the movies as they came out, and we'll spend some time on others more than others. And
Fuck yeah, we will.
I can't form a good sentence. So starting it off, Iron Man. The only reason any of these movies even exist
Just because Iron Man.
is Iron Man, directed by Jon Favreau. Came out May 2nd, 2008, and I don't see how much money it made. Maybe if I click on here, I can see how much money it made. But so while I try to find that, do you remember when Iron Man was first coming out and were you excited for it?
I wasn't necessarily excited for it, but I did go see it because Jon Favreau was directing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I liked him. He had made Swingers and made and all
So
that shit.
on June 18th, it passed $300 million.
Yeah.
And it grossed $51.1 million. Which actually doesn't seem like that much for a Marvel movie. It's good.
No, but you got to think of it this way though. It passed 300 million, and it's what started it all.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like it had, like Captain America had all these other movies to go with it.
Mhm.
Avengers have all these other, people. It has fans already built in. It didn't have anything built in.
Yeah.
It
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's good, but it's crazy that now is low for a Marvel movie. Is what I was saying.
It's yeah, but 300 million isn't low. 300 million is a good notch.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I liked the movie. I actually didn't see the first Marvel movie till after first Iron Man movie till after Avengers. The first
Oh, really?
Marvel movie I saw was Iron Man 2. I saw that in theaters with Mauser.
Oh.
He forced me to go see it because he loved Iron Man. And I saw it and I was like, oh, I like that. And then he's the one that told me, he's like, oh yeah, Captain America's coming after this. And I was like, oh, I like Captain America. Which I always just remember liking Captain America because when I was little, you talked about him, and then I played him in a video game at school all the time.
Right.
Which also, they had this van that would come drive into school, and you could play probably Marvel vs. Capcom or something.
Yeah.
And as I was waiting in line, I'd always play Captain America, but I always make him green because I always thought he looked cooler. So they started playing they played some song. You got to dance along with it over the Cha-Cha Slide. Everybody did it. So as we were doing that, some fat kid fell on me. Remember when I thought I broke my arm?
Yeah.
He fell on me and hit my arm I couldn't move it at all. Then I think that was the last time I ever went to that band because I was afraid.
You were afraid of a fat kid falling on you?
Well, yeah, I thought he broke my arm.
You're retarded. It wasn't even bruised.
It hurt really bad though.
I remember. Didn't I have to pick you up from school?
Yeah, 'cause I couldn't even open up my backpack. It hurt so bad.
Oh my god. If people don't know, I'm rolling my eyes right now.
No, I didn't see you roll your eyes. No, you did. He rolls his eyes by just looking at the ceiling.
Wow.
He's like, I'm rolling my eyes.
Well, it was a long roll. Because
Long roll off a short pier.
you were like, I didn't want to go to school. You probably paid the fat kid to follow you.
No, it was like lunchtime. I was out of school in like 3-4 hours. I could have just waited if I wanted to go home.
Yeah, you're one that has patience to wait.
Yeah, that's true. So next movie is June 13th, 2008, directed by Louis Leterrier. That's
You
how
just making this shit up, man.
that's how you say his name. Was The Incredible Hulk.
No, we saw this in the theaters. Do you remember it?
No. So it made 263 million worldwide.
Worldwide.
Shut up! You can't make fun of the way I talk, okay?
Maybe if you would have stayed in school and not like fat kids sit on you.
You don't gotta be an asshole.
That's my job.
So that actually it has a different Hulk in it, which is weird.
It's Edward Norton.
Edward Norton, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how different the Marvel Cinematic Universe would be if Edward Norton was still the Hulk? Like, do you think he'd be in Thor Ragnarok, or do you think he'd be like, no, I don't want to do that?
I don't know. I think they'd probably give him enough money that he'd probably want to do it.
Well, 'cause did he like being the Hulk? Like, do you know if he was upset that they recast him?
No, I don't remember. I remember thinking, because it didn't do, 263, that's worldwide. That's not here.
Yeah.
So, it didn't do that well.
So,
And the movie sucked.
I remember. I don't remember the movie like at all. One thing I remember is
I
like
think he was-
I remember Robert Downey Jr. showing up at the end like as a little scene. And that's it.
The Hulk wasn't cool until Avengers.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Which is weird 'cause, like,
they hadn't figured him out yet.
That's a Universal movie, and Universal still owns the right. That's why they haven't made a solo Hulk movie, because Universal still owns the rights to solo Hulk. So like they could put him in other movies.
Oh, really? That is so retarded.
It's weird how like
It's dumb.
the rights are like that. You think because it's still a Marvel property, it'd be easier to get back, but it's just like it's almost more annoying to fans than anything.
Yeah, didn't they sell them all off because they were like going bankrupt?
Yeah, they were going bankrupt. Yeah.
So, but like, it's super stupid. Just like Deadpool can't be with any of these. Not that Deadpool would be hanging out with these guys, but like.
Yeah, but it would be pretty sweet to be able to see Iron Man and Deadpool hang out.
Yeah. Or
And
just
like-
have him show up and be like, hey.
Like, can you imagine Captain America with Deadpool?
It'd be
He'd
fucking
be
hilarious.
He'd be so fucking annoying, but it'd be cool.
Yeah.
So again, next on the list is Iron Man 2, May 7th, 2010, also directed by Jon Favreau.
Which is, I liked too.
I did too. A lot of people didn't, but like I said, that was my first one I saw, and that made me want to see the rest of the movies.
Right.
So it earned $312.4 million in North America, and $311.5 in other territories, as a total of worldwide $623.9 million.
So 3 times as much as Hulk almost.
Yeah, well, double Iron Man 1 too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember liking that a lot. I thought it was just 'cause it was my first Iron Man movie. I thought it was interesting, but like that's when they introduces Black Widow too, and like.
Oh yeah, she was badass in that too.
Yeah, I sometimes forget that she started off in Iron Man like as kind of a little side character, but kind of like introducing him to everything.
That was like one of the funniest scenes when she goes into that place with Jon Favreau, and he beats up one person, and
she beats up like 6 to 7 guys.
Yeah, and then
down the hall. Yeah,
he's like, I got mine. And they're like all laying down.
There's like a guy hanging from the ceiling and shit, like all fucked up. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I know a lot of people didn't. So next movie got on the list is so far the only good one in its trilogy. Third one looks like it's gonna be good. I'm hoping. I'm actually excited for the third one. So we got Thor. Came out May 6, 2011. Directed by Kenneth Branagh, I believe.
It's Braun.
Kenneth Branagh. I like that one a lot. It was a lot like it was different because it was in space most of the time. It was like the first one of those movies like that.
Yeah, no, I didn't see Thor in theaters because I didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't. We actually, I think we rented that and Captain America on DVD before we went and saw Avengers, I believe. Because like we wanted to rewatch Captain America, but we never saw Thor.
I was like, I thought I saw Captain America.
Because we didn't own them.
Right.
So we were gonna rewatch the movies anyway, so we decided to get that too. Which,
Yeah.
and then we were both really surprised. So then,
Because we liked it.
Yeah, so when Thor 2 came out, we saw it, and then we're like,
Then we were excited for Thor 2. Yeah.
so it made 268.3 million. 181.0 million in North America, 268.3 million in other territories worldwide, $449.3 million.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah, not as good as Iron Man 2, but still pretty great.
Yeah.
But yes,
I think it's why Robert Downey Jr. makes so much fucking money.
yeah. So then it was the end of Iron Man 2 that teased Thor's hammer. Do you remember there's a whole big like giant crater in the floor? It had his hammer
How do you
there.
remember that shit?
I don't know.
Yeah, because like I know. Is it Iron Man 2 where he's like, "Hey, hand me that," and then like Captain America's shield is like holding up something? I remember like.
It's one of them. It's either the first one or the second one. That Captain America's shield is just there,
yeah,
like holding up something.
yeah.
Because isn't
I think it's
isn't Coulson in there?
yeah,
The dude from Agents of Shield.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next we have Captain America: The First Avenger, which is funny that that's the fifth movie in the franchise, and it's the first Avenger. Came out July 22nd, 2011, directed by Joe Johnston. So worldwide, Captain America made $370.6 million. So they've all been at least over $370 million, or $300 million, I mean.
I like the first Captain America,
Yeah,
but it's not like my favorite of them.
yeah. I mean, I think I honestly like probably Thor and Iron Man 2, and even Iron Man way more than those like the movies we're going on the list so far. Probably Captain America's my least favorite. I'm not counting the Hulk.
Oh, it's just so bad you're not counting it.
But pointing that out though, like that's still a great movie. It's still a good Captain America movie, but like compared to the other Captain America films and all the other Marvel movies, to me it's one of the weaker ones.
See, like I would probably take it over Iron Man 2, but I don't. It's close.
Oh really?
Yeah, but I'm more partial to Captain America.
Oh yeah, 'cause you've liked him a lot longer. What got you into Captain America? 'Cause I just remember growing up, you liking Captain America a lot.
Nothing specific. I was just like, I just liked him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people are pissed off 'cause in the comics they're like, "Oh, he's evil now," and like, "Oh, he's been evil all along. He's been a Hydra agent his entire career," and all this shit. And like we got that. I think it's called Secret Empire. We got the first issue of that in your Guardians of the Galaxy Funko box.
Oh really?
And I started reading it, and it's pretty bad. People are right. Like I don't know. It just seems stupid and like. From what because I haven't read a lot of Captain America, but from what I've heard of Captain America and what we've seen in the movies, it just doesn't seem like him.
Oh, right.
So it's weird that they would do that with him. But yeah, I think the first one is probably the weaker one for me.
Yeah. I don't see that. I don't think of it as weaker. I just think it is as. I just like 2 so much.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's still a good movie, but compared
Yeah.
to the other ones, it's the weakest of them all.
Yeah.
So next we have Avengers, directed by Joss Whedon. Can you guess how much worldwide this made?
Is it 600 million? Oh, worldwide?
Yeah, worldwide.
I don't
It
know.
is. It's 600
buddy
million
just licked me.
in North America. Worldwide, it made $1.519 billion.
Wow.
Yeah, it's quite a bit of money. I believe they're spending $1 billion on the next 2 Avengers movies together. So we're done with Phase 1. We went through all of Phase 1 with Marvel movies. We're now moving on to Phase 2, starting with Iron Man 3, directed by Shane Black. I actually don't remember this one that much. I just remember being very disappointed when we left the theater.
Yeah, I wasn't too fond of this one. There's too many fucking.
This was the last one that Pepper Potts was in, right? Or was she in Avengers 2?
I don't remember.
I think this is the last one she's in, but I'm not completely positive on that.
I honestly don't know, and I mean it didn't make a difference to me.
Well, because in the end, wasn't she in?
She was in a suit.
She was in her own Iron Man suit. We've never seen that pop up again.
Yeah,
Which that's what I
there
also.
was like 5,000
There-
Iron Man suits at the end, and just
Well, yeah, and then they had the whole fake out with the bad guy, like, oh, it's the Mandarin guys, all that. And then he was just like some stupid guy, like.
Yeah, I just didn't like. I don't know. I mean, of the 3, that was my least favorite for sure.
Yeah, I completely agree.
You know?
And like,
It's kind of why I like.
well, and also he was super depressed because he just got over Avengers and he almost died and like all that shit. Like,
yeah, it was like a downer.
the only thing what I liked about that though is because it was after Avengers, so like he talked about Captain America. Like I like when they do stuff like that, but that wasn't enough to make me like the movie.
Right.
So now we're on to Thor: The Dark World, directed by Alan Taylor.
Yeah, this movie sucks.
This could be up there just as bad as the Hulk.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like we just started talking through the movie because we were just so fucking bored of it.
Yeah, this was just bad all the way around. It's too bad because I was really excited for this fucking movie.
Well, I was too because Doctor Who was the bad guy. Guy from Leftovers, Christopher Eccleston.
God, I don't even remember that. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, he was like the weird. I think he's called the Dark Elf, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was so bad. I saw it one time and I'll never watch it again. It was just
Yeah, but the next Thor looks like it's gonna be pretty good.
yeah.
The trailer for it looks awesome. I'm excited for it. So Thor: The Dark World made $644.6 million.
That's worldwide.
Yeah.
That's all because people like the first one.
Yeah. And then next, so getting at one of the best Marvel movies, in my opinion, is Captain America Winter Soldier, directed by Anthony and Joe Russo. Which these guys are like the new like gods of the Marvel Universe. They're directing everything now. They're doing the next two Avengers and all that, but like they seem to know how to make a pretty goddamn good comic book movie.
This is like one of the best action movies, especially when it came out. That I mean, like John Wick is like a great action movie, but this was like, this just felt real in a universe that's not.
Yeah,
real.
and it was somewhat fun too, because like it was the first time I believe we've seen in these movies where like the heroes are kind of they're seemed to be the villains, like where everything's against them, because like Hydra took over S.H.I.E.L.D. and all that, and like they're wrong. But like one of my favorite scenes is when Captain America is escaping and he's in that elevator, and everybody just keeps piling in and piling in and piling in, and then he just fucks them all up. And then he's leaving on his motorcycle and like jumps over the little jet, whatever it is, and like hits it with the shield, fights it. Like it just has so much great action.
Oh yeah, totally. And then this is where we first get introduced to Falcon, right?
Yeah, Falcon and Bucky the Winter Soldier. We see Bucky in the last movie die, and then this one he comes back as the Winter Soldier. Which, remember, for a while I thought it was Robin from How I Met Your Mother, because like it had like the same length hair and kind of like, I was like, that'd be weird, and then they took it off and I was like, we're like, oh, it's Bucky.
Yeah.
Which so many people already knew, but like I didn't read comics at that point, so I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't know. Either.
But so worldwide, this made $714.3 million.
Wow.
But yeah, so I think up until Civil War, that was probably... Well, I guess that's not true, because I really like Guardians of the Galaxy. Besides Guardians of the Galaxy, up until Civil War, that was my favorite Marvel movie.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah,
for sure.
Speaking of that, next on the list is Guardians of the Galaxy. I just realized I wasn't saying the dates the movie came out, but whatever. Guardians of the Galaxy came out August 1st, 2014, directed by James Gunn. Also written by him, too. I believe this is going to have a big box office, but I'm not 100% on that.
No, I've never seen this. Just
I was going to say bullshit. I saw this movie 3 times in theaters.
I didn't see it in theaters, though.
Yeah, we did. Me and you went to Harkins and saw it together, like way
after the fact?
it was out.
Okay.
Yeah, because you didn't want to see it, and I was like, it was so funny. Me and Taylor saw it twice.
Well, because there was a raccoon in a tree running around. Like, why the fuck?
So worldwide, this made $773.3 million.
So good. Not as good as the Avengers, but good.
Yeah. One of the highest on here, though.
Yeah.
Besides Avengers. That movie, like, I remember so many people were hating on that movie, and like just like most Marvel things, people hate on it, and then it comes out, and then they're in love with it.
Yeah.
And they just can't get enough.
It's a pretty damn good movie.
It's awesome. I was really surprised how much Taylor liked it, because like, we left the theater, and she was like, I'd go see it again. And I was like, oh, you want to go see it tomorrow? So we went the next day and saw it, which I think when we saw it the second time, we bought IMAX tickets, because we were like, if we're seeing it again, might as well see it like really good. But it's one of the funniest Marvel movies. I love it.
Yeah, no, it's good. Everything about it's good.
The soundtrack for it was amazing. Like, and it's just so different, and like it's cool how much creative control they gave James Gunn. They let him just kind of do what he wants to.
Yeah. It's one of those movies that I didn't even want to go see, but because everyone said how good it was, I was like, all right, I'll go see it, and then it held up.
Yeah, totally. And also, it made Chris Pratt a superstar.
Yeah.
He went from being the fat funny guy in Parks and Rec to being like he's basically Indiana Jones now of movies. Like he's casting everything.
Yeah. I mean, you got fucking Jurassic Park and yeah. And I love Chris Pratt. So.
Yeah, he's hilarious and he does really good in action movies.
Yeah.
So next we have Avengers: Age of Ultron, directed by Joss Whedon again. The last movie that he directed for Marvel. Can you guess how much this one made worldwide?
$1 billion?
Yeah, $1.45 billion.
Now, see, I like the first one better than the second one.
I do too. I was
You didn't say that when we went to go see it.
well, 'cause it's the hype of the movie.
Yeah.
But
The reason why I didn't like it as much is because it reminded me of Iron Man 3 with, like, when... I don't know. I want the bad guy to be, like, a person. I don't want it to be a robot and, like...
no, I agree. Yeah,
You know? Like...
because it got kind of old. He'd be like,
Every time Iron Man fights someone now, it's a fucking another Iron Man
well,
thing.
then he would kill himself, and then he's another fucking
Yeah.
Ultron and like all that shit. And it was also dumb 'cause it's another thing that Tony Stark did wrong that made a villain for them, and
Yeah.
it seems to happen a lot in those movies.
Yeah.
Which
It's not bad. I just didn't like it as much as the other.
well, I also didn't like 'cause they added Quicksilver and
Scarlet Witch.
and I liked Quicksilver a lot in the X-Men movies, and I liked the actor that played him in Avengers. So I was like, oh, that'll be cool. And then they gave him like the stupidest accent ever. Like it was just so fucking dumb. And then they kill him off.
I see, that shit didn't bother me, but, like...
Well, I was just thinking, oh, cool, they have a speedster in this now, and like it was just cool. And then they kill him off, and it was just so dumb. I that just annoyed me. That was part of the thing I didn't like about the movies. That they introduced a cool character and then just did it
He's
in a
like
dumb
Darth
way.
Maul.
Kinda, yeah. He's the Darth Maul of the Marvel universe. Never thought about that, but yeah, I
That's
agree.
That's funny.
Oh God,
Will you stop
I
doing
totally
that?
almost threw up. that
Fucking
part.
gross.
Oh God. Okay, so we're almost done with phase 2 here. God, there's a lot of Marvel movies. I didn't realize that. Can you? I want to do this at some point,
No.
but the more I wait, just the shittier it's gonna get. I want to do that thing where they have the theater that plays every Marvel movie up to like the new Avengers.
You better bring some diapers.
They give you breaks to go to the bathroom. They got like
Ah,
intermissions and
yeah.
shit. But I think that'd be fun.
It might... No, I don't think it would be.
You know what I wish they would do? They'd probably have to be a couple day thing. I mean, this is gonna be a couple day thing now. But like, say like the new season of Flash is starting, you can go to the theater for like 3 days and watch the entire series of Flash. Wouldn't that be cool to watching that like in a theater or something?
Maybe for like an episode or two. It gets super old.
I don't think so. I think I could do it.
I mean, how long
I
do
mean,
you
I
sit there and-
binge shows all the time. I used to watch Doctor Who anytime a new
Yeah,
season
but
of
you
Doctor
can
Who
get up and take
I would
a
watch the
shit if you
entire
need
se-
to.
I
What
could,
are you gonna...
I could do that at the movies too because I've seen the show before.
But you won't shit unless you're at home.
Oh, that's true. Fuck, I didn't. There was a hole in my plan. I didn't think about that. Fuck.
Yeah, I can't picture...
First, okay, before I can do this whole movie thing, I need to learn to shit in public.
Well, not in public necessarily.
Well, you know what I mean. I need to learn to shit
Like, you
not
know,
in
you,
my
like-
house,
Oh, okay, yeah. That's
And
probably a better way
then-
to put it.
and then I could do the whole watching movies in the theater thing.
Wow.
Okay, so last movie in phase 2 is Ant-Man, directed by Peyton Reed. Half the movie kind of directed by Edgar Wright.
I love that, man.
I did too. A lot of people found it very disappointing. I know Funhouse did.
It's like one of my favorites.
It made $519.3 million. But again, I like it 'cause it's just so like
Completely different.
it's different. Like it's kind of like an Iron Man-ish thing, you know, but it's way different. Like he's small, and yeah, like I didn't realize when we were like how much he'd be involved with actual ants. And
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
and,
didn't
like,
either.
Like he also, it seems like, went into that little universe or like the little multiverse thing that Doctor
Yeah.
Strange goes into. But yeah, it was just a lot of fun. There's a heist scene in the movie.
The bad guy was good.
Oh fuck, what's the guy's name? The Michael Pena's in it. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Avon Barksdale was in it.
He is.
Yeah.
Who? Oh no.
He was this cop. He was a cop too.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't know why I was thinking he played a woman, and I was like, oh, that's a different movie. That was that.
That's Omar Little, anyways.
Oh,
Fucking get your wire
have
shit
to-
straight.
I'm confused with all these wire people. But yeah, I liked Ant-Man a lot. I'm super excited for Ant-Man and the Wasp to come out, but that's not gonna come out till after Avengers 3, I think.
Jesus.
I guess I could look right here. Yeah, after Avengers: Infinity War, it's Ant-Man and the Wasp, and then it's Captain Marvel, and then it's the next Ant-Man. So now we're going to me the best movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Captain America: Civil War, directed by Anthony and Joe Russo again.
Yeah, this movie's fucking awesome.
I loved that movie. It's just heroes fighting each other, and like we get to see Spider-Man in it for the first time in this universe, which I think he was awesome. It's cool.
Yeah, Spider-Man was
It's
good.
cool because he's actually different. than the
Ant-Man
other
got
people.
big and became Giant Man.
That was amazing. That was one of the coolest things ever.
And it was funny. There was a lot of action. It was really good.
This made $1.153 billion.
Wow.
So this did just as good as an Avengers movie, which it basically was an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love this movie. I could watch this anytime. It's on Netflix, surprisingly.
Is it?
Yeah, Doctor Strange is actually coming to Netflix.
I saw
in
that.
a couple days, I think,
saw
of like
that.
maybe a week. So that's next on the list.
That's strange.
Shut up. Doctor Strange, directed by Scott Derrickson. I don't know how well that did, to be honest. I think it did okay.
I was surprised that I liked this, to be honest.
I saw this twice. I saw that with you, and then Taylor and Mom wanted to see it. So I was like, oh, I'll go with you guys. Yeah, I want to see it again.
You're like, yeah, I like free shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, when they go to the movies, they like to get food like a Winco. Then we go inside the theater and we eat. Like, they eat sushi, and I'll get like a sandwich or something.
That's gross.
Why is that? It's just like eating at home, except you're not.
Not sushi.
Well, I don't eat the sushi. That's gross.
I'm not
I 100%
smuggling
agree.
sushi into a fucking movie place.
Well, you don't have to. Maybe get like a sandwich or a hot dog or something.
They sell hot dogs there. I'm not smuggling a hot dog either. I'm not putting a warm wiener in my pants to fucking go to the movies.
Oh, you like putting warm wieners in your pants.
No, that's not true.
So Doctor Strange made $677.6 million. I thought Doctor Strange was really good. It was cool. I love the scene where he is repeating and constantly killing Dormammu.
Oh yeah.
But and like that also like that fight scene in the middle of the street where like they're rewinding time and
No,
that was cool. I watched
especially-
have you seen the behind the scenes for how they filmed that?
No.
So like they filmed the scene normal and then they rewind the scene using CGI, but then have like Doctor Strange and them go back normal. So then it looks like everything in the background's rewinding, but like so like basically they filmed the scene like 4 times, but rewind certain things and have normal things playing normal.
Oh right.
Like it sounds like a nightmare to edit that.
yeah.
But yeah, that scene like looked really cool. I love that scene. In the
The
movie.
whole thing was cool, and it was funny. He was funny, and his like
he was a lot funnier than I thought. Man, he's normally funny things, but like
yeah.
it was funnier than I thought it would be too.
The fucking
His hands get fucked up in that car accident.
Yeah, he was a dick too before that car accident.
Yeah, I mean he kind of is still a dick after too a little bit.
Yeah, but
It was also
not as much.
it was cool too, like when he gets out of his body and
yeah.
like that
But
fight that
after
fight
credits-
scene where they're trying to get him back to life, like they're surging on him, but then his ghost and the other guy's ghost are fighting and like getting the lights and knocking
Yeah.
shit over. It was very different fighting style.
It was weird, and like I don't want to say strange, but like as different as Ant-Man was, where Ant-Man was more funny, but they were both good, like in their own ways.
Yeah. So last on the list, well, that was last on the list. So next is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which we can't say if we like or not because we haven't seen it yet.
I
But
got a feeling we're gonna like it.
so because you're not gonna be able to see it till Saturday, I'm
Yeah.
gonna most likely see it on Thursday.
So do you just won't talk to me Thursday, Friday?
I'll tell you if it's good or not. But we're gonna say support. So what I'm
He'll
saying is
like
though,
it.
Saturday night or evening, whenever you go see it, I'll probably go again with you.
I'm not bringing you.
Unless I hate the movie, then I'll be like, no, fuck you, see it by yourself. No, not really. We'll do a review
Sure.
for it on Pleeka? Or should we wait and do the podcast and do it on that, or should we just do a video for it?
I think we should just do a little video for it. What the hell?
Okay, yeah. So Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 coming soon, but I'm gonna read the rest of the list for Phase 3.
So Thor comes out the same day as Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, yeah. So Guardians of the Galaxy is May 5th. Spider-Man: Homecoming is July 7th. Thor: Ragnarok is November 3rd. Then Black Panther February 16th, 2018. Avengers: Infinity War May 4th, 2018.
So in a year.
Yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp comes out July 6th, 2018. Captain Marvel March 8th, 2019.
Jesus.
And then the next Avengers is May 3rd, 2019. And then after that is Spider-Man 2 and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 are the only movies announced for the next thing. So since we're going through the universe, I
That's
just
a
want
whole
to
lot of
mention we're not
fucking movie.
going through any of the shows because some dildo sitting at the other end of the table from me hasn't seen any of the Marvel shows.
Oh.
I don't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 'cause that's shit, but I like the Netflix shows.
Yeah, I don't.
But I
don't-
might. Did you see the trailer for Cloak and Dagger?
No.
That's a new show starting. It's gonna be on Freeform, I believe. That looks interesting. I'm gonna try it. It's a guy named Cloak. It's a guy Cloak and the girl Dagger, and they hit each other with light. And like he's like to be like a more shadowy kind of guy. I don't know much about them, but it seems like it's like almost like CW, like a teen drama, but with superhero shit. But it's connected to the Marvel universe.
Oh, right. Sorry, I just kicked a bunny.
Why do you keep kicking my bunny?
I didn't mean to.
For fuck's sake. But yeah, so I'll probably watch that. So anything else you want to bring up, or should we end this little hot dog stand?
What? Well, so what's your favorite?
Oh yeah, we didn't mention that. Well, my favorite is Captain America: Civil War.
I think mine too.
That was-
Like, let's do top 5. You do your top 5. I'll do mine top 5. You go first.
Fuck. Okay, so top. Let me pull back up the list I got here. I went back a page by accident. I meant to go forward a page.
Do you want me to go first?
No, I forgot to scroll down, and now I'm lost. And hold on. Okay, so first is Captain America: Civil War.
Or should I just do my first when you do your first?
No, I'll do my list. Okay, so I got Captain America: Civil War, the Guardians of the Galaxy, the first Avengers, Thor, and then the first Avengers, Doctor Strange, and then the first Thor.
Really? That's your top 5?
Yeah.
Interesting. I think I would go Civil War, then Guardians, Winter Soldier. Then I think I would go Ant-Man,
Oh, I forgot about Ant-Man.
and then I think I would just do Iron Man out of respect.
Oh, that's true.
'Cause it's just...
Okay, I'm redoing my list.
You can't redo your list.
I'm redoing my
You
top
can't do
5.
re-
You reminded me. Okay, so it's Captain America: Civil War, Guardians of the Galaxy, Iron Man, the first Avengers. And then I'm still doing. I think I like Thor better than Doctor Strange. So I'm doing Thor.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my new list.
Now should we do our worst 3?
Yeah, now let's do a so
Worst
is Thor 2, Thor not the Ragnarok, Thor: The Dark World, The Incredible Hulk, Avengers: Age of Ultron, and then what else? I need one last shitty Marvel.
You're doing 5?
No, I'm doing 3. Oh, I already have 3.
Yeah.
I'll do. No,
Just
that's
do
it.
3.
That's all I can think of. That's the only shitty ones that I got.
So wait, what are they again? So that
Oh god. Oh, okay. So it's The Incredible Hulk,
yeah, obviously.
Thor
Thor 2.
Thor 2, and then Avengers 2. Those are my shitty movies.
Okay, so obviously Incredible Hulk and
Thor
Thor 2.
Thor 2 are like the given.
Yeah, I would say like and I don't after that I don't really think that any of them are necessarily bad. But I think if one I wouldn't want to watch again, I think I'd go Iron Man 3.
I knew you were gonna pick that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I just looked down on my list and I saw that. And I was like, oh, that's probably what he'll pick. Yeah, there's not.
But
For how many movies they've had, there's not very many shitty ones. Which is very surprising.
Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of chances to fuck up here.
Yeah, they fucked up on a bit of shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't really like, which a lot of people do like, but to me that's a kind of a fuck up. And then Iron Fist is real bad.
But you said you liked it when you watched it.
Well, there's some things I liked, but then there's some things that are just like it's hard to get through. It was one of the Netflix shows that like by the time I was done with it, I was like super done with it. Because remember, when we talked about it on the podcast, I said I didn't enjoy it that much.
Yeah.
At the gym, I had 2-3 minutes left, and I was like,
Yeah, but you didn't.
I was like, fuck it.
You thought there was 10 minutes, but yeah. Remember how you like didn't realize that there was?
Yeah.
But there's something about. Well, I'm currently watching Arrow. I'm in season 3. I'm only watching it because you won't let me not watch it.
No, and you like it. You can't say you don't like it.
No, I do like it now.
Speaking of Arrow, would you have wanted the normal Arrow pop figure, like his outfit from season 1?
I already know the answer to all these questions. No, like Mom told me that you guys were gonna buy it, and you're like, don't buy that for him.
Her and Taylor said not to text you.
Oh.
I said, hey, should you send a picture of that for Dad because he might want that? And Tilly goes, "Don't send him a picture of the pop figure." And then Mom's dad was like, "Yeah, you guys are probably right." And then we walked away. So it was their idea.
Oh, they said that you said,
Those little backstabbing fuckers.
but yeah, I got the one without a shirt on. Of course, I want the original.
Oh, I
one.
forgot you fucking prick. You got that other one. I gotta steal that from you still.
You can't steal my pop figures.
I can.
No,
How about this? I'll let you keep it if I can have your Beast Boy. Is that is that fair?
How about fuck off?
That's rude.
No, I like Arrow, but so like the things that happened. So I rewatched all Better Call Saul
Mm-hmm.
before Better Call Saul came out because that's one of my favorite shows.
Better than Flash?
It's one of my favorite shows. Just fuck off. So then Silicon Valley started, and I thought, oh shit, that's only half an hour. I can watch all those real quick. And I was done with 2 seasons of Arrow, so it just to refresh, I wanted to watch all of Silicon Valley's again. So then I didn't really have anything else, and I'm in season 2. I thought, well, I'll start back up on season 3 of Arrow. So like I could watch like one of those Netflix shows, and like when we go to the gym. Now that we're going to the gym every day, like I get on the treadmill, I can just throw on a show. It's easier.
Mm-hmm. I think for you, I mean, you don't have to take my advice,
I normally don't.
but I think you should start with Luke Cage because it doesn't really matter. But I think you would enjoy Luke Cage the most because like it has a lot of people from The Wire in it, and it kind of to me it does have the same kind of feeling as that.
Yeah, people say that. It seems
but
very racist
to me.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I do agree with that. But when I watched it, it seemed like a show you would like that. Like obviously, I think you'd enjoy Daredevil.
I started Daredevil and I liked it, and I don't know. I don't like binge watching shows all that much. As weird as that sounds.
See, I like that. I like it, but I also hate it because when I'm done, I was like, oh, now I can't watch it again for a year.
Well, that's why I'm like, I'll watch like an Arrow when I go to the gym, and I enjoy it, and then I'm like, okay, I'll watch. Next time I have free time, I'll watch one.
Mhm.
If that free time is sooner than later, then I'll watch it. But I'm not like, oh, I gotta get through this. Fuck, he died in the last episode I watched. Spoiler alert. I didn't have to go see if he. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But the thing is like with these Marvel ones, I just don't really have that much interest.
See, I
would.
it's weird because I do for that, but then if they announced like a while ago there was going to be a spinoff of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and this stuff, and I was like, oh, I don't give a shit. And then I ended up not getting a pilot.
Oh, really?
But like I was like, I don't care. Like
Like
it's weird. Like the Netflix ones, I'm like, oh, I have to. Like I even have it. I watched the first episode at midnight, and the next day I do basically nothing but watch the series.
That made me hate the show. And like if I'm gonna watch a Netflix series, I'm gonna watch House of Cards.
Oh,
because I enjoyed it, and I just didn't.
And you've already started that, so you might as well.
But now it's been so long, I feel like I'd have to start from the beginning again, which would
See,
suck.
you do that a lot. To me, I would just start it and be like, oh yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
But just like
this
when
is
we did
coming
Hulko first, like I talked about, I hate restarting stuff, which is weird because also when new things start, I like to rewatch the entire series. Then
Yeah, that makes absolutely.
it
no
has to
fucking
be
sense.
my idea to want to restart, not the game or the show's reason for me to restart.
So like Better Call Saul, you like it. You don't like it as much as me.
although
Let me finish before you get yapping. Right? Yes or no?
yes,
So now you've decided to rewatch Breaking Bad.
yeah, I'm season 3, episode 3.
So you're rewatching Breaking Bad because of Saul.
Yeah. Yeah, Better Call Saul made me want to watch Breaking Bad, but now Breaking Bad makes me want to watch Better Call Saul. That's like a vicious cycle. But it's weird, like, watching it. Like, when Better Call Saul originally came out, I was like, oh, this is good, but it's not that connected. Like, I don't... Like, things don't happen.
See, and I never agreed with that.
And then I watched Breaking Bad, and I'm like, oh, shit, the first episode he's in, he's like, oh, yeah, my real name's McGill. And then they kidnap him, and they have him out in the desert, and he's like, oh, Ignacio, it wasn't me, it was Ignacio, and says all this shit, and like it's like it made it seem like him and Nacho do something that involves the feds, and then he's afraid that's why he's getting kidnapped, which obviously means Nacho is alive in at least season 1 and 2 of Breaking Bad.
If he's blaming him for something, it sure seems like it. 'Cause
Yeah.
What's the use of? I mean, I guess technically he could still be dead if he blames him for it.
But like it seemed like it was fresh in his mind, like he was afraid that that's why he was getting
Right.
caught.
But like, what I like too is like it's a totally different show, at least in the first 2 seasons.
See, it is, but then as I'm rewatching it, it's making me think like almost kind of the same. Like you see a guy who was good get kind of turned shitty. Like
Except that he was shitty tried to become good and just didn't quite make it.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
You
But
know,
like I meant to tell you this earlier, so I'm rewatching it, and he's talking to the Walt about because Walt's saying like I can't lose my wife and kids; they're my everything, and you kind of see Saul get this look,
oh really?
and then Saul's like, yeah, but you'll learn sooner or later there's other options. And then after they're all talking, he's like, yeah, whatever. There's plenty of fish in the sea, and he's talking about how these girls, like, you know, when he gets kind of awkward, he talks about like random shit. He's talking about, oh, there's
Yeah.
girls from this country, and they're just happy to be here, and like they'll like have sex with you, all this stuff. And then he leaves, and he gets in his car, and he just the camera stays on him for a minute. He just kind of sits there, and it seems like he's thinking about his past life. Like
he's-
I'm only thinking that because I've seen
Right.
Better Call Saul.
You're
but
like,
it-
oh my god, he
but
misses Kim.
but it totally looks like he like even
Yeah.
watching the show, you probably think, oh, what's up with him? Like he's
yeah.
something in there bothered him. And I was like, oh, that's interesting, 'cause like they were talking about basically I don't want to leave my life, and he was like, yeah, well sometimes you have to.
Right. Yeah.
And it to make it better rewatching Breaking Bad has made me reappreciate Better Call Saul.
Well, what I like too is that like they bring in characters like they're not forcing anything.
Yeah,
You-
well, I like the writers of it too, 'cause like how they talk, and it makes me happy. Like they're like, oh yeah, we wanted to do a time jump, but then we didn't want to miss. Like we want to see what actually happened, and that's what I hate when shows are like, oh yeah, it's been 10 years in this, and then you never get to know what happened in between.
Well, and you know, I listen to their podcast, and they're like, so that secretary that they brought back 2 episodes ago, I forget her name, Francesca.
Yeah.
I guess they called her season 1. They're like, are you ready to come back? And she's like, oh, anytime, you know, whatever. And then like season 2's over, and they're like, no, we swear we want to bring you back. We just haven't got there yet. Because even for them, it's like
So they want to do it precisely
yeah.
and make
and what
it.
I like,
They want to make it seem like real. They don't want it to be like, oh, this is his backstory that we just come up with now.
right? No, yeah, totally, and it's well thought out. So like they brought back Gus, but like when I heard him talking, they're like, okay, so Gus is back. So if Gus is back, he needs to have a right hand man. So then you got to bring Victor back. So that, you know what I mean? And like,
Which is funny 'cause like when we watched it, I didn't remember him.
yeah, which I surprised the fuck out of me.
Yeah, and then
Isn't
Well,
he
yeah,
the
'cause
one
you-
that cuts with the box cutter?
I think so.
Yeah.
'Cause you usually get annoyed like you did on here. Not annoyed, but like, you're like, how do you remember that? Like, usually I
Oh.
remember stupid things like that.
Yeah.
And then I watched like the next episode of Breaking Bad I watched. It was they introduced Gus, and he's there, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember him now totally.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. If you know, you don't remember Diggle and Dexter, and
he's got to.
and you don't remember Jimmy Olsen in True Blood. So, I mean, you know, you don't remember everything. You remember Thor's hammer in a hole at the end of the Iron Man movies. That's not even part of the movie. It's after the credits. But you don't remember characters that were in the whole goddamn season. More than one season for Diggle.
Okay, Dexter, I barely remember because I barely watched that show.
You watched the whole fucking series.
No, I don't think I've ever seen all of season 1, to be honest.
Well, he's not in season 1, so that's not an
Fuck,
excuse.
to be in season 1. And for True Blood, I was a little boy when we started that.
A little boy? That's not true.
Yeah, I know.
There was vampires fucking all over the place. You weren't a little boy.
Yeah, I kind of want to rewatch True Blood.
Ugh,
I thought about
no,
that.
fuck that.
You loved it in the beginning.
Yeah, and then I saw it got
have-
bad at the
Have
end.
you ever told your?
Have you ever told?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Have you ever told the story about how, we got introduced to True Blood?
You want to say that in English?
Have you ever told the story about how we got introduced to True Blood?
No, I don't think so. Not on the podcast. You want me to say that?
Yeah, it's a funny little story.
I think we're getting ready to watch Entourage. Now, that'd be something that I would rewatch, is Entourage.
When I'm really bored, I just watch that. Like I've watched like half a season that multiple times in a day.
I've probably seen season 1 50 fucking times. And know episodes by heart, and I still love it.
Yeah, like
Like
I
when they
I
get
can
the-
watch it, be like, oh, I know this episode.
when they get
everything they're gonna
Arnold,
say.
They get Arnold, and he dresses up as a goalie, and fucking yeah, it's awesome. But anyways, so we're waiting for that to come on, and I guess it would have been an episode where Bill is trying to get, what's the girl's name from Daredevil?
Oh fuck! Here, I'll look it up real quick.
Well, she's at home with her mom and dad, her real parents, right? Something like that.
Yeah, she was at. Cause it was around the time that she becomes a vampire.
Yeah,
So he was there basically to tell her like what's going down.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she knew yet.
I think he already made her a vampire or something, but
Yeah,
like,
but like I think she just woke up and then went home.
yeah, was like freaking out. So he was coming in there to help her, but he couldn't come into the house. And it's just at the end, and he's like standing at the front door, and everyone's freaking
Her
out.
name's Jessica in the show.
Jessica, yeah.
Deborah Ann Wool.
So Bill can't come in the house, and so he's like, I can't come in his little southern voice unless you invite me in. And I turn to you and like, what the fuck? Like, why can't he go in the house? And you're
Yeah.
like, oh, because vampires can't enter your house unless they're invited in. And I said, why the fuck do you even know that? And what's your answer?
Macy may watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
So there's something else you remember.
Yeah. So if this is dumb, I may cut this out of the podcast.
Okay.
But for the end of the show, do you want to find a theme song? I pulled up YouTube's free music.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And we'll kind of maybe find a theme for this podcast, and people can kind of listen to the way we figure stuff out. I don't know. So my first question is, what mood would you like the theme to be? Angry, bright, calm, dark, dramatic, funky, happy, inspirational, romantic, or sad?
Well, definitely not romantic, you fucking weirdo.
I'm just reading you the list.
I don't know. I've been called an asshole. Let's try angry.
Angry? Okay. So we'll listen to a couple and we'll see how we feel.
Okay.
So this one's called Pink.
I'm glad we're doing this on the fly. This ought to be good.
Yeah, that's why I said I might cut it out. Maybe I won't. I don't know. This one's called Paintball Theme.
Nope.
Just right off the bat, nope.
No.
Okay.
Fucking, I don't have any glow sticks on me.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah. But what?
We'll be talking.
Is
you
this
know.
Nirvana?
No, it's from Silent Partner.
It sounds like Teen Spirit.
Well, we can start. You want to start the podcast and be like, "Yo, what's up, Pleekers? How y'all feeling tonight?" You're not digging it? Okay, here.
No.
This one is alternative punk. It's called Everyone You Want. Everyone You Know.
No.
Should we try a different thing? Let's try funky. I feel like our podcast is funky.
God, you're fucking retarded.
This one's called.
Is there one that says retarded?
No, I don't think so. It's jazz and blues. It's called Crushin'.
Nope.
Hey, Pleekers!
Your stupid bunny likes it.
Luckily, they can't see me dance. Okay, this one's called In Case You Forgot. That's really the name of what it's called. You
That's
like
the best one
You
yet.
like this one? Okay, In Case You Forgot's up there. And we'll be doing our intros. We'll be like, yeah, so today we'll be talking about Marvel movies. Y'all feeling funky?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this one's called Ecstasy X.
No.
You don't like the funky ones. You feeling it?
No. It's like Starsky and Hutch.
I will
or
do a
something.
few more. We'll try a different thing, and if you don't pick any, then I guess we'll move on.
I picked one.
So you want to keep In Case You Forgot? Here, we'll try Rollerblades. I think we've done that before. Third Eye Blimp.
I don't know. It's just weird.
I feel like that's the name of someone's dick. Yo, man, you want to see my third eye blimp?
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, this one's called What It Is.
It's too slow.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do one more. It's called A Raindrop.
Keep falling on my head. That's fucking
That's
slower.
very slow. This one's, okay, one more here.
Hey, how many times you said that?
I said it a lot. Okay, Boots, Boots, Boots. Boots, 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 Boots.
Nope. I can't listen to this with you in the room.
Boots, Boots, Boots.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
You don't like it? Oh, my bunny's licking my leg. She likes it. Okay.
Gross.
Okay, so we've done angry, we've done funky. Want to try bright?
I don't think bright fits you.
What? It's not like smart. It's
Oh, it's like lighting.
here. This one's Iron Bacon. No, I'm saying no to that one.
That was like country, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, Full Speed Ahead.
Just like for Flash.
Hey guys, today we're talking about Flash. You excited?
This is fucking stupid.
Yeah, there's no good theme songs on here. I wish. Do you want to hear the one that me and Taylor used to use for I'm a Goldfish?
I think I've heard it, but go for it.
Maybe we'll steal it for this. Yeah, let me see if I can actually.
I don't think I liked it, so I don't want to steal it.
The
The one I picked, you just skipped right over.
well, I said we could go back to. I wanted to get
What's
some
it
other ones
What's it called?
in case you forgot.
Yeah, what's it called?
In case you forgot, I think it's this. I think this was mine and Taylor's for I'm a Goldfish. It's loading, by the way.
What the fuck is your bunny doing?
She's crawling under the. This is not it. I don't know what this is. I don't know why this is on my computer.
This is creepy.
It's like comments like, "Hey, kiddos, you want to come down to the Pleeka podcast?"
You're not a 40s gangster.
I could be, say. Oh, maybe it's
Oh my god.
all good in the. No, it's Amber. It's this. See, me and Taylor love this.
Really?
Yeah, this is our intro when we did that podcast. So should we stick here? We'll call a vote. Here, we'll go back. We'll look up.
Call a vote. There's two of us.
I don't mean now. Hold on.
Ah.
In case you forgot.
Do a romantic one after this.
Okay, so
Maybe we could
we'll
do this by
pick a
candlelight.
couple and then we'll have them comment down below, if they actually will comment down below.
Say,
You guys,
so we just won't have a theme song.
you guys have to choose. If you're listening to this podcast,
At the end of the
if
podcast.
you've made it this far, even if you're Hess, just comment down below which one you like the best. Okay. Okay, this one's called "In Case You Forgot." So the intro, to give you guys a hint, it'd be like, "What's up, Pleekers, and welcome to the Pleeka podcast." And then
I think they can figure that out.
we'd be yip yapping around while this music's playing, and then eventually we would just kind of like
Oh, you're not gonna
fade
like
it out.
write rhymes to it?
My name is Nick, and I got a small dick, and I jerk off guys really quick.
Wow.
My name is Hess, and I like to grab breasts.
Oh my god.
All right, moving on. Well, we'll look up some romantic ones real
So
quick.
all you can do is say your name or someone's name and what they grab.
Pretty much. All right, so we'll look up some romantic ones real quick. Okay, this one's called "The Bluest Star."
The what?
The Blue Star. Ooh, I like this. This is if we're doing like a sad one, like
This is like in case for John Denver.
like, hey guys, I just want to tell you that Hess died. It was very sad. He was jerking off 12 dudes back in the corner behind Circle K, and
And he drowned?
so many dudes came in his mouth that he was choking on their semen, and then, well, you know the rest of the story. And then we got like someone like singing. All right, well, this one's called Habanera.
Is it hot?
I don't know.
What in the dirty
I'm
fuck?
turning- All right, this one's called.
Did you just click opera music?
No, I swear to God, it's just a romantic. Oh, that was classical though. Okay, this is R&B soul romantic. It's called "Hey Girl."
Oh my god.
Hey girl, welcome to the Pleeka podcast.
Wow.
Okay, so enough with the romantic. Okay, well, let's.
I was only kidding.
I could pick. I probably should have told you this in the beginning. I could pick genres too.
Oh.
So we could
You
do
probably should have.
alternative and punk. So I'm just doing any mood. We got alternative punk, ambient, children's, cinematic, classical, country and folk, dancing, electronic, hip hop and rap, holiday, jazz and blues, pop, R&B, soul, reggae, and rock.
What do you think I'm gonna pick?
Hip hop and rap.
Then why did you even ask?
I don't know. I wanted to give you some fingers to grab.
What?
This one's called Butchers.
Butchers?
Butchers.
Butchers. See, I already like that better. That's like Shaft.
Okay, so hold on. I didn't mean to click the next song. I meant to pause it. So if you guys like that one, comment down below Butchers. So we got, in case you forgot, and Butchers.
Butchers.
Then this one's called Locked Out. That's weird. I don't like that
Yeah,
one.
that's
Let's go to Chicago. That's a little too much. We need like a simple track. You know what I'm saying, dog? This one's called Drive Away.
I wish you would.
I don't like these.
I-
Alright, let's try. I'm gonna scroll down to the very bottom. Okay. In the spirit of Killer Frost, we're gonna do this one. It's called Ice Cold.
Shall we begin?
Oh, that's a good shout. And then we're like, hey guys, welcome to the Pleeka podcast. We're beginning. It won't be exactly that lame. And then we could like, if we're videoing, Hess could like dance and shake his balls.
Dude, why do you always talk about Hess's cock?
I'm talking about his balls, not his cock. All right, so if you like that one, comment down below. Ice Cold. I should probably write down these names so I remember too. So we got Ice Cold. In case
The last, well, I could go with either one of the
You
last two, I suppose.
forgot. What's the last one called?
Butchers.
Butches.
It sounds like you're saying bitches.
Okay, you want to do? We have 3. Want to do 2 more? We'll find 2 more.
Sure, if it doesn't take 45
This
minutes.
is the longest segment we've ever done.
I know.
This one's called Crispy.
You're crispy. Nope.
Well, I don't like Crispy. Ever felt? No, I've heard that before. Oh, we got another Butchers. Is this different?
Nope.
Why is it on here twice? Oh, let's try this one. It's called Brown Bag.
Oh, that's a 40.
Getting a 40. I'm jerking off dudes. When I'm done with that, I might take a poo.
You could be the worst rapper ever.
Or the best. I kind of like Brown Bag. I'm writing that down. If you like Brown Bag, comment down below.
I
Brown
didn't
Bag.
hate Brown Bag.
Did you like my rap with Brown Bag?
Nope.
Okay. So we need one more song. Okay, I feel like the list is just repeating itself, I think. Oh, this one's called Dubstep Light. That's a little simple, but not a, you know what I mean?
They didn't just start the fucking song.
Oh, this is well, this is our end card song. You can see where I got that from.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad I didn't know what it was called on here. Ooey, Black Mama. Okay. We might be coming to the end of this list. This one's called Not Too Cray. I don't mind that
That's
one.
not bad.
It makes it sound like we're hard. I don't mean our penises. All right, so that last one is Not Too Cray. Not Too.
Oh yeah,
Cray.
I'd actually like this
That
one.
is that's 2 O's and 2 in case you guys couldn't figure that out.
I like this one.
I'll put all the names of this in the description in case you forgot. And I didn't mean that because the name of that song. I meant it literally in case you forgot what we said. But yeah, so this is the end of the Pleeka podcast. Yeah, I think if we have an intro, we can also play it at the end too while we talk and yip yap, you know.
I suppose.
So yeah, so thanks for listening to the Pleeka podcast.
Feels like this is the theme song now.
Yeah. But as you can listen to you can listen to this iTunes on podcast. For fuck's sake, you can listen to this podcast on iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, YouTube. Maybe rate and review us on iTunes if you would be so kind.
Unless you listen to the last 5 minutes of this thing, then don't.
No, maybe comment down below on iTunes or review it what song you liked. But yeah, so make sure to comment down below what theme song you liked from this. Comment down below your favorite Marvel movie in the MCU. And maybe who you think Savitar is, because we briefly talked about that. And we will see you guys next week.